for the challenge. They are ready. The Centurions.
Hey guys, Thunderhound 369 again. This time, according to the title page, we're going to be taking, or floating around above my head up there somewhere, we're going to be taking a look at a Centurions figure. Now before we take a look at the Centurions figure, which is going to be Max Ray, I'll give you a little brief history of the Centurions. The Centurions is basically a 30-minute animated series produced by Ruby Spears and was animated in Japan by Sunrise. It had a short-lived comic book series done by Jack Kirby and Gil Kane. Came out right around 85, 86. Started out with like I think a 5-part series, a 4-part episode. And after that, the networks wanted to continue the series, and they got an extended 60 episodes, I think is where everything ended. The premise of the show was pretty much in the near future, Doc Terror and his evil robots were conquering a devastated Earth, you might say. Well, looks like a devastated Earth in the openings, but basically you had Doc Terror and Hacker were pretty much the only two bad guys in the entire series, and the rest of it was just robot drones such as Strafers, which were the air guys, and the Traumatizers, which was your ground units. And then you had the 3 Centurions. You had Max Ray, Ace McCloud, and Jake Rockwell, representing sea, air, and land. Which later on into the series, right at the end of the series, you got 2 more Centurions by the name of Rex Charger, their energy specialist, and John Thunder, I think, was their survival specialist. But other than that, never got a whole lot more bad guys or anything, just those 4, the 5 Centurions. And basically, some of the series, they had some 2-part episodes, some 3-part episodes, but it was basically the same thing. Well, it wasn't the same thing over and over and over. It was just basically Doc Terror coming up with a different scheme to conquer the Earth, the Centurion stepping in and stopping him. But that was basically it. See what else? Each Centurion, each character pretty much had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 weapon systems, except for Jake Rockwell. I think he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I see 7 for him, since he was the land expert. Ace McCloud had Ace McCloud, Rex Charger, and John Thunder, they had the least amount. Rex and John had 2, and Ace only had 5. But each weapon assault system had its own unique property, so hopefully I'm not boring anybody too bad with this. So we're going to cut off right here, go take a look at Mr. Max Ray. We'll be right back. Stick around. Alright guys, we're back after my little brief explanation as to what Centurions are. And here we see we've got Centurions Max Ray figure still in his package. We got Max Ray, says C Operations here. Still have the price tag here. I'll bring that in there, and here we got nice little clear plastic window where you can see Max and all of his accessories here. Nice little comic book artwork of Max swimming into action. Got the Kenner logo here in the corner. It says contents: 1 action figure and 7 accessories, and in another language that I can't speak. Here we take a look at the side. It shows Max Ray in. Now these things got different modes. It says mode 2, turbo thrust mode. As you can see, they've got everything different positions. Then you come to this side and it's got mode 1 for surface. That's the most familiar mode you're going to see from the show and everything. It says mode 7 for sea attack. And we got like a little brief little read up of Max Ray here. It says Max Ray, sea operations expert and cruiser assault weapon system. His profile: unrivaled for his skills in the water, Max is a member of the most formidable fighting force, Centurions. Level-headed and a good strategist, Max plans a well-coordinated attack. As a college student, at age 14, Max built his own nuclear-powered submarine. He is the only person ever to water ski across the Atlantic. For exercise, Max regularly swims from California to Hawaii and back. His assault weapon system comes with a helmet, power backpack, get your words right, repulsor cannon, hydro missile launcher, twin hydro thrusters, keel fin, and radar repulsor. Nice little Centurions logo. Don't have anything on here that says what any other figures were available at the time, so that's a look at the package of Max Ray. We'll go ahead and take the time to open this bad boy up. Yep, that's right. I said I'm going to open this bad boy up. So the time has come, after 20-some years, to get my greasy, grimy, grubby, greedy little paws on this guy. So guys, just stick around and we'll see what we come up with. See you in a few. And we're back, guys. Thanks for sticking around to take a look at Mr. Max Ray out of his package. Here we have Max out of the package with all of his accessories. We have his torpedo. Nice little orange torpedo. Got a little bit of detail to it. Just goes in the, got the nice little torpedo launcher, which is spring-loaded. You guys know how I love my spring-loaded weapons. Got a nice little bit of detail to it. Put the torpedo in. It does fire very excellent just by pushing this little switch up. It's got some force to it, but that's not the only way to launch this thing. As I found out by accident, by assembling this guy, I almost shot myself in the eye. So here we have his nice little hydro laser. Good thing I wear glasses. We have the hydro fin with another little laser cannon on the end of the tip of the fin. Got a little bit of detail to it, as well as the hydro thrusters. Got some pretty good detail to them. You can see in there. You have the hydro backpack. Clips onto his back. Also have his nice little helmet. I don't know if you can make that out or not, but there's a little decal there just off to the top there that represents the Centurions logo. A little soft rubbery helmet. Squishy. And we'll take a look at Max himself here. As you can see, Max is roughly, I want to say about, what, 7, maybe 8 inches. I wasn't expecting him to be this this big because, to be honest with you, I never actually had a Centurions figure back in my wee lad days. He's got some nice little detail to him. His uniform, nice little black detail. Take a look at his backside. Got all these little ports all over him on his shoulders, his arms, his legs. We'll see what those are for here in just a moment. He's got a very nicely sculpted head, very show accurate. Nice little molded hair. Got the little Burt Reynolds mustache going on there. As far as his articulation goes, a little bit more articulated than I thought he'd be. His head will go full 360. And it will go tilt back, look down. His shoulders do have a little bit of movement to them in and out, but not a lot. And they will go a full 360, but after 20 years, this guy is stiff. So I have to be real careful. Elbow joint, no wrist, no waist, no upper ab. Got a standard little T-crotch, but with a little bit of outward motion. Back to here, out to there. Bends at the knee. No ankle. So there's a look at Max and his accessories.
Power Extreme!
Okay guys, we're back after I fully assembled the Cruiser Assault Weapons frame. You can see Max here all dudded up. We got the hydro laser on one arm, the thrusters here, backpack and torpedo on the back. You can see, give you a 360 of him. Now, like I pointed out, with the torpedo launcher, you have the switch on the side of the torpedo launcher, but there is another way to launch that torpedo, which like I said, I found it by complete accident. Good thing I wear glasses, because all I can say is, Mayday, Mayday, incoming, incoming, man down. That sucker hurt. That sucker hurt. So, hopefully, I can get this thing angled just right to where I won't lose it, because it's going to go flying across the room, guys, because I'm going to show you this. Take this little fin, give it a little bit of a twist. I wish I could have somebody show the camera, but this is going to look awesome. Watch this. Turn, twist. That thing had a little bit of juice to it. Now, like I said, guys, that thing had some juice to it the first time I fired it, because I wasn't expecting that. Because, like I said, I had never, get in there, dealt with these things before. I'd seen Max on the toy stable a few times and thought, you know, I was going to pick him up, so I thought, you know, what the heck, I'll go ahead and pick him up this time, and I was not expecting that. But that's pretty much his standard. And I'm going to cut off here and come back with a part 2.